Hey guys, Crowangel Gaming here, bringing you the crafting mods this week for Skyrim Remastered on the PlayStation 4. If you'll just allow me the indulgence of just doing a little bit of self-channel promotion. It's been a busy week, and as you price in, if you do follow the channel, there's been a lot of uploads. I've now moved to a Tuesday and a Friday main upload day. Fridays will always be for doing the mod reviews, as well as uploading a one of my video out of my ever-growing archive of pre-made, videos which have actually done for the other games, everything from Ghost Recon to Fallout modded gameplay, which I hope you check out as well. The odd GTA video here and there as well. If I could just ask one favour, if you do check out the channel mostly just for Skyrim or the Fallout mods, please have a look at the other stuff as well. It may not be stuff that you're interested in, but hopefully the presentation of how I've put together the games might be something that you're interested in just having a quick look over. Also, this week saw the launch of the long anticipated the hard worked movie for Freaky Friday the 13th, The Origin of Evil. For those who've seen the Bride of Jason little pop-up which comes on the screen, I'll be changing that over as soon as I can. I'm just going through a stupid music copyright dispute at this moment on that, which I know a lot of channels are at the moment, for a 30-second piece of music which is actually courtesy of PlayStation Share Factory, so there shouldn't be any copyright stuff in there, and it's not even for the full song. It's literally 30 seconds right at the very end of the track, which is causing me so much chaos on that. One of the things I do want to do, though, I do want to get that film seen by as many audiences as possible. So if you have friends who are on YouTube, or if you want to share it onto your Facebook as well, I do appreciate you doing that. Thank you for the support you've given the channel so far. I do appreciate each and every view, and I want to get these self-made contents out as far as I can. I've now got the Facebook well and truly up and running as well, so if you want to check it out, it's facebook.com/Crowangel Gaming, one word. Anyway, thank you for letting me do the little bit of self-promotion there, and now we'll get on with the crafting. My missus, who's actually sat here doing like her own thing, would get a kick out of this, because she actually is like a YouTuber as well. Her channel is actually Keep Calm and Craft with Shelley Lewis. So if your spouses or husbands or whatever are watching this at the same time with you, or if it's something they might also be interested in, then have a check out. And it's basically everything from the adult colouring books through to cross stitch and everything else. Cross stitch and knitting. And now she sat there with the super glue all over her fingers, realising how the hell do I get this off. Anyway, getting back to this, on the crafting topic of all things, Fenview Lodge, a family home in the swamps outside Moorfield. Okay, not really a crafting. Weekend smithing. No enchant fortified smithing. Equipment of enchanted fortified smithing, only 2 uniques. Cannot disenchant, and weakened smithing potion. Okay. Shax's useless helpful mod. Okay, this mod was created for personal use to reduce the amount of mods in his load order. The mod adds gaining XP from cooking pots, cooking spits, smelters, and tanning racks. Version 2 added ivory crafting. Version 3 added Dwemer figurine crafting, and version 4 added 3 wooden figurine crafting recipes. More will be added to this mod when you can be bothered to think of it. Navara's weighted arrows and bolts. This mod adds a weighted counter to both bolts and arrows. Have you realised you could carry around 1,000 of arrows without any penalties? This gave arrows and bolts no purpose to crafting, as you could collect thousands of arrows around the world. This mod only affects one arrows. If you have iron arrows equipped, it will still think the steel arrows in your inventory. Okay. Free half fire buildings. Not truly free, as you have to earn and buy the plot of land first, but all buildings and decorations won't cost any resources. Okay. I am going to go through these one pretty quick because I'm on a bit of a time deadline today. I do apologise, but I will give any worthwhile ones their due time. PlayStation 4 Skin Ripper's Ultimate Advantage. Note the map shows the approximate location of all of his mods. It is intentionally vague due to overpowered benefits it can give you. You must work for them. Okay, so during the test of the time warp technology, the Romulan warbird has a catastrophic accident colliding with the Star Trek. I'm ashamed and not ashamed to say that I actually understand the reference here. A small emergency pod was able to detach. Weapons and armor are now based on 3 different armor and weapon sets: Daedric, Orcish, and Elven. Different strokes for different folks. There's a lot of information here. So what I'm going to say is, if you're interested in this, then check it out. Whiterun Guard Barracks Edition. Now a cleansing bath. His first mod was a learning experience, and so on. All storage is safe in the area that he added. No, it's not. No storage is ever safe. For the same reason that I promote in every single video, if the mod ever updates, then you're going to lose your stuff. Unique and rare crafting, weightless material. New categories to smithing added: artifact replica and special items. Artifact replica, Daedric artifacts and other mythical items are found here. Special items lists items that don't fit into any other categories. Studied category replaced with special items, only one item used, studied armor. Most artifacts can be unlocked by getting the Daedric smithing perk, and then there's a bunch of other stuff here as well. Portable tools, camp and craft. God, this one would suit you down to earth. This mod will help you survive role-playing. Since Skyrim is a harsh environment, let's prepare to survive. The mod adds a portable object that can be used as a magic scroll. These items can be made by anvil or blacksmith forging. A category is in the building materials of Half-Fire DLC. You must first create drawings and unlock categories. How to use. When using magic scrolls, face the ground and the object appears. They are usable and can be demolished by an attack with weapons. Okay. Expanded light armor. This is the finished version of a mod requested. It just makes light armor more useful. Silent Moon's enchantment fix. Simple mod that fixes the broken Silent Moon enchantment so that it actually deals damage like it's supposed to. Also adds double the effect. Carriers of disease. This mod is complete overhaul to the entire disease system, mainly a hardcore immersion mod. Anything related to diseases has been altered in some way. Ever found the disease in Skyrim to be entirely pointless? Not really. Not if you can't contract. There we go. That's the word. Way to go, Simon. This mod makes diseases and creatures that carry them dangerous. And what I was going to say there is, if you ever contract vampirism, then you're pretty much screwed unless you wanted it. Unless you've got a healing potion, or you fancy going all the way over to that guy in Morpho to get you cured again, and then do all the stupid quest and stuff that you have to do to have it turned back. Rambling. Tanning equals experience, cooking equals experience, straightforward. Way of the Monk. Do you want to play Skyrim as an unarmed fighting machines? If so, here you go. Way of the Monk. 3 scrolls can be found in the Storm Cloak room inside Helgen Keep. 1 scroll will give you a permanent boost to unarmed damage. 1 scroll will give you a lesser power called Mind and Body, and 1 scroll will give you a power called Tranquility. Okay, inside alternate starts on the bookcase is the same 3 scrolls. A monk's satchel is found in Helgen Keep on the table by the scrolls, and in alternate starts on a barrel. Inside the satchel is a starter outfit ring and weapons, including starter armor is 7 armor sets, 3 rings, 1 earring, 1 necklace, 21 hand-to-hand weapons, 1 permanent ability, 4 lesser power ability, and a partridge in a pear tree. Godly Fortify Alchemy Necklace. Who needs to restore loot bug? To do this, when you have captured God of Alchemy, infused into a necklace found in a god barrel in the Jarl of Whiterun's quarters. Okay, but it doesn't really say much else. Smelting equals experience, potions, and poultices. A small player-friendly crafting house with an alchemist for training. You can find this home along the riverbank between Riften and Iverstead. Mainland Stalrim and outside of Solstheim. Mainland Stalrim is to bring more variety to Skyrim's mining and crafting by scattering veins of Stalrim all across the mainland. It never made sense to me that the ancient Nords entombed their dead in Stalrim, but only on Solstheim. And not in Skyrim itself. Okay, so basically, if you're sick and tired of having to go all the way over to Solstheim just to mine it, you can now mine it in Skyrim as well. Less annoying food, better creature loot, upgradable Reclin spear, make junk useful, melt pots and other objects into iron bars with a smelter. Okay, this is just a rip-off of somebody else's, unless the other guy ripped this, got it ripped off from him. But basically, I will cover this at the end in my own mods, which will give you something that makes that a lot more useful. The solution: a non-lethal wooden sword, monkfish, mage cheat, and craftable crafting mod. Adds 2 circlets, an amulet, and a ring into the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood. Circlet 1 improves smithing by 25%. Circlet 2 improves potion brewing by 25%. The ring increases resistance to elemental magics by the maximum amount possible. The amulet reduces magic cost to the spell school to 0. One thing again I will say, Adventurous Chest has a ring in there that's for like 100,000 times the blacksmithing potential. And again, if you are going to use it, just make sure you don't level the make sure you use it but not up to smithing 100. Make sure you reset the smithing if you want to take your equipment damage rating up to a really good level, because after a certain amount, when you hit 100, it actually resets to a lesser amount. I think it was about 140 damage or 140 armor instead of the multi-thousand that it was on beforehand. The Abyss portals for PlayStation 4. This mod adds multiple locations to the game. The Abyss, a dark plane that connects all 9 holes through a series of portals. There are a total of 12 portals in Skyrim. All of them either in the wilderness or close to a city, never inside a city. 9 of these portals are a 2-way portal, meaning that you can get to the same point in Skyrim through Abyss. One portal, located just outside Riverwood, is a 1-way portal, meaning that you can enter the Abyss from here, but there is no portal in the Abyss that takes you to Riverwood. It places you right in the middle of the Abyss. 2 portals near Rorikstead and Iverstead are also 2-way portals, but take you to the next area. Okay, and there's a bunch of other stuff there as well, but there you go. Cooking sinks to the player level. Crafting potions enhanced. Chest of Crazy Craftsman. Okay. A small box of the Industrious Craftsman. There are also some new items that you can make at the smithy. Okay. Way to go on details. Pathstalkers. Covered that before. Guards and Stormcloaks don't wear helmets. Yeah, okay, that's not really crafting. A Deboken, a craftable wooden sword. Okay. Hardcore, disable crafting. Why? Hardcore, disable alchemy. Hardcore, disable arcane. Okay, why would you do this? Immersive weapons crafting. All armor, all enchantments. Okay, this mod allows you to cast all the enchantments on any armor. So basically, for those who follow my Fallout 4 series, I do one called Legendary Modifications. But there's a mod I use. This is basically the same thing. I'm going to put this onto favourites for when I finally get back into there, when the Creation Club comes out. Because that's the next time you'll be seeing Skyrim gameplay. Because as much as I like a lot of these, there is a lot of stuff which just doesn't seem to work at the moment. I've already done 2 main playthroughs, one for the achievements, which I've now got 100% on, and I started doing another one with a duplicate male character who actually looks like us, and I was using a lot of the mods and it just seemed to be buggy as hell. So I've put that character on hold, and when I do start with the creation club, sorry, I'm going to make my traditional female character that I pretty much use now on everything, make it as close as I can to the style, and basically I'm going to go creation club mental, and just as well as uploading these regular mods, I'll be uploading a creation club topic as well. So stay tuned for that. Because I will be mixing some of the regular mods in with the Creation Club bot mods, because obviously you have to pay for them, so I won't be going overboard, but I will be picking out the ones which make the most sense to have. Stormcloak craftable armor, skin armor craft. Okay, don't understand that. Dawnguard armor color variations, and there isn't really. Oh, okay, yeah, just a few different colors. Simple survival, eat, drink. Okay, not really crafting, unfortunately, as much as I do like that one. Skin skills and items editor. The magma force mechanism, all skills editor, not only items. The idea for the mod came from working on muffle spells. Okay, dwellers have found a way to transmute the magma, the original matter, and they have built the mechanic force to create transmute almost everything. Okay. How to create items. The first mechanical magma force you will need is called Transmute and Smithing Magma Forge Mechanism, because it can create items and multiply the skill of smithing. To craft items, you will need to create a magma metal ignot and magma ruby of creation. These are fundamental to creating other ignots and needed material. I'm laughing because my wife is ever so carefully trying to do her crafting stuff in the background, and the harder she tries not to make any noise, the more noise she's making. Just do it. Go on, do what you need to do.
I'm sorry, guys.
Trying to pull the plastic sheeting off one of her things. No, it's stuck to her finger. Okay, resuming on. Healing blade, Deus set for the PlayStation 4, blacksmith chest. This might be something more people are interested in. You will find this chest sitting on the workbench in Whiterun. Okay. Anese's cabin extras, work in progress. Real ebony blade. Betty crafting zone in Whiterun. So as you can see, I've favorited this one above the main gate. Basically, instead of going into the city, it just gives you a area. You've got pretty much everything you need. You don't have to go all the way up to Dragon's Reach just to try and get to the enchanting table this way, and you don't need to go to the alchemy shop just to use the potion. You pretty much, and for that matter, you don't even need to go to the blacksmith either. You can just go to the outside of Whiterun, just above the drawbridge, and you've pretty much got everything you need right there at your disposal. Anyway, Twilight armor. I'm gonna have to wrap this up pretty soon because of the time. But tweaks by Shazir, poop alchemy, infinite mining. This basically, without going the thing, if you want to mine more and you don't necessarily want to stop after the thing, it just keeps going. Speed's not changed, just the amount of ore given until stopping. Just move your character to stop mining. Unenchant Dragonbane, craftable Cicero clothes, bleak kindred, drift wield, Soulforge Hammer Soul Gems, Polly's Craftable mod, Throwing Weapon Project, Sewing in Skyrim, R upgrade unique, okay, Japanese, unique items, less effective healing potions, poison drinking crafting, cottage, my voice is going, Bears Lakeview Cottage, Generator Dracos Finale, Dwemer Automatron Artificing for the PlayStation 4, Bears Winstead Cottage, Windhelm Wines, Crafting in the Clouds, Dual Weapon Packs, Spur Springs Manor, Crabber Craze, Generator Dracos Episode 3, Let's Build a Grave, Glass Heavy Shield, Rings of Wear, Rebone, Playable Skeleton, Drag Ars Metallica, Generator Dracos Episode 2, Recolor Craftable Pack, Troll Skulls, alright, yeah, Hunting. Okay, Life's Wheel, Shield on the Torch. Okay, Archinomy, PlayStation 4 Edition, Coffee, Chillbro, full set. Choose Your Ebony, Spellbreaker, Feed Me Buffs, Gold Ignot to Gold, Ale for Ore. Okay, The Alchemist of the Sky, The Alchemist, okay, same. Right, I do apologise for having to speed through that at the end. Unfortunately, I've got an appointment to make it to, and my follow-up video earlier went on a little bit longer than I was intending. So, as promised, I'm quickly just going to go over to the one I've got at the moment, which is seriously overstocked, hoods are separate, co-acted nocturnal robes. Again, you can see the video for that on my channel. Smooth human faces, no more dead merchants, self-explanatory. Resurrect in the Temple of Kinnereth, you'll find a spell tome which will allow you to resurrect people over and over again, then kill them over and over again, and you'll be able to you'll be able to take this stuff over and over again. For some reason then I couldn't say reloot, but no, I just did. Lady Nordic Fame and Frost. Okay, craft everything Dawn Guard. This is one of the ones I wanted to mention before. This allows you to craft all of the various armors, well, almost all the various armors. Craftable everything again for various different versions. Marry all. Cat Smelt Down Everything. This is the one I was trying to draw a comparison to before. Which basically lets you smelt down everything pretty much everything in the game and gives you various ignots. As a result of it, this also includes cups, plates, and you name it. You can smelt them down into ignots. Anyway, female war maidens. Again, you have to use this before you encounter the ones that walk pretty much. Gregorian calendar turns the Skyrim days into traditional January through December. Axe's preset pack for preset faces. Forgotten Dungeons. This I'll probably be deleting once the Creation Club comes out. Forgotten Dungeons, an absolute essential if you want to increase the lifespan of your game. Adds hundreds of different dungeons into the game. Nocturnal's Close. Again, check my videos out for this one. I did a complete how-to, right from crafting it, what you'll need, and basically showing you with and without hoods. Helgen Starter Chest, another one which I would be lost without the upgraded mods. This one basically adds a bunch of chests into Helgen Keep right from the start, and you can go back at any time. You don't need a fresh game save for it. Adds a bunch of chests on the tables, and you can just go and loot them to your heart's content. Don't take everything out of some of the chests though, and there will be a delay on opening some of the chests due to the sheer amount of stuff that is in it. So don't think your game's crashed. You need to be ever so slightly patient with it. Stone to Barazai quest markers, again, self-explanatory. If you were trying to collect all of them for the Thieves Guild, then this basically will put quest markers once you do the initial quest turn-in. Better male presets, don't really need this anymore because my male character's pretty much done. Undying Loyalty prevents your followers from dying, but disable it if you want to do the Cult of Boethia a mission where you have to take somebody up and execute them, because it won't let you execute them. They'll just keep laughing at you, basically. Adventurer's Chest, another one which I can't say enough about. Spawns a chest behind the River Trader, and you can just take pretty much every herb, every ignot in about 500 quantity each. There's the Ring of Blacksmith in there, and a bunch of other stuff for carry weight as well, which is probably the best carry weight ring I've seen so far. And there's a bunch of ebony armor in there to get you started, or you can disenchant it. The stuff will respawn as well, so you can come back to it after however many in-game days it is, 7 I think it is. Rich Merchants of Skyrim gives the merchants a lot more money as well. In combination with any other mod, it does double up. So anyway, yeah, that's it for now. I do apologise for having to cut it short. As I said, I do have a urgent appointment I need to get out to. So I will leave the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Please check out the Origin of Evil, my Freaky Friday the 13th movie. Don't forget to like the video, and I'll catch you next week for the latest mods. And please have a look at the other videos on the channel. If you're sick and tired of all these money grabbing people, then I promise you I'm not out to do that. I just want to basically make a thing of this now and providing you guys content. It might not always be something that you're interested in, but even if you don't have the game that I'm actually showcasing, have a look anyway, because it might be something that after you've seen one of the videos it piques your interest, or it might be just what you actually need to think, yeah, I'm better off without this one. But either way, have a look. I do greatly appreciate all the support, and don't forget, with the Origin of Evil, feel free to share it onto your Facebook or wherever else, just so other people can actually see it as well. I want to get as many views on it as I can, not for monetary reasons or anything like that. It's just myself, my wife, and everybody put a lot of hard work into it, and I want to get it shared as widespread as possible, and just make it feel like the time and effort that we put into it was slightly worthwhile. I don't know if that makes sense to people. Maybe not. Maybe people just see it as greed or whatever, but I don't care. We put all the effort into it, and we just want to make it worthwhile, basically, before we start on the third and final installment for now. So thank you very much for watching. I'm Crowangel Gaming, and I'll see you next week. Bye.